Ladies and gentlemen, that happened. Finally happened. We fucked up. Welcome back to the Mahi Talks podcast. I'm your host K9, and today we're going to start a new series called Fuck Up Fridays, where we go over all our failures in the past month, and we got a bit of a doozy for you. Let's go. So I want to kick off this new series by talking about it a little bit. This podcast, this Mahi Talks podcast, is built to talk about our successes. Not only ours, but everyone else's that go through the hustle and grind. We talk about a lot about our highest of highs, and we should talk about our lowest of lows as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a doozy. We got a few. I've actually got a few here written down over the last couple of weeks. Honestly, it's smooth sailing. We hit a few rocks on the shallows. All the oil breaks out over the wildlife, the sea life. You know, BP. It's another BP scenario. All happened within a couple of weeks. But we're going to start off our Mahi Talks podcast like we always do with our Nothing But Love segment. So my Nothing But Love goes out to my grandfather, Ray. Old mate came through, bought some dinner, didn't even ask him, bought some dinner, parked up, bought enough for myself, my sister and him, and we just had a nice little lovely, little bit of a chill down at the end of the day, which was really nice. It was nice and relaxing. I'm actually keen to get him on a different podcast, on one of my own, on my K9 multiple podcasts, just to see, his perspective on life, and I want to be able to document a lot of that stuff so that when he passes, I've got like this repository of just these stories and conversations that we have that I can pass on down to my children. So that's why Nothing But Love goes out to that old man. Right, let's kick it off. Fuck Up Fridays. Number 1. Oilskins. One of our latest drops that we dropped over just near the end of winter. I think the whole purpose of this series is not to point fingers. Alright? No matter how many times we want to point fingers, at the end of the day, it's our fault. So, going into the oilskins, we were as prepped as we thought we were. However, due to some sort of miscommunication, during the first week of our release of the oilskins, I had to talk with our suppliers just to say, hey, we've got X amount of oilskins. Are we still good? Luckily, so our suppliers have obviously been having a little bit of problems. Luckily, they had the amount of oilskins that we needed, and only the amount of oilskins that we needed. So we had to quickly put a pin in the oilskins collection, which, it sucks because we've still got a whole lot of people that were keen to get some oilskins. So we are looking at trying to find some more oilskins suppliers, but our main one, again, we're not pointing any fingers. It's not their fault. COVID has been an arsehole to a lot of businesses, and it's no excuses here either. So on our side, that was our fuck up for not communicating well enough with our suppliers, and also making it clear that we were going to get probably more orders than we should have. But luckily, we stopped it at the perfect time to cut it off. But that's definitely still a fuck up on our side. Fuck up number 1. Fuck Up Friday number 2. Now, I'm not telling you guys to fuck up. I'm saying we fucked up. Fuck Up Friday number 2. It's kind of still subject around the oilskins, but caught me off guard. It caught me off guard, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the oilskins came in, and I wasn't fucking prepared. I didn't have any of the packaging ready. I didn't have any of the thank you notes ready. I didn't have any social medias ready. I was caught with my pants between my ankles and my underwear. One on my left foot, one on my right foot. That scenario. Old lady walks in. It's not a pretty sight. So it took me a good 5 days, which we wanted to get the oilskins out around, I think, the 25th or 27th, and it took us a further 5 days, a week, to get those packages done and then put out. My goodness, it was honestly, wasn't prepared. Do you know why I wasn't prepared? No. Again, we're not pointing fingers, but if you know, you know. I'm looking deep into the soul of this camera, and then it's going to go connect to whoever the viewer is, and that one viewer, no, pointing fingers. That's the premise of this show or this series. I think we could have executed a lot better. I think what we got was really cool. Leonard from Vital Clothing helped me put it together real quickly. So he had already some mock-ups for some thank you letters, and so sent me that, and I was able to do my own. And a native supplied us with some bags and the shipping area. Because this is our first time that we've actually sold through our website. A lot of the problems that we faced wasn't actually part of the website. Once the website was up, it was working. It's just the management of the back area of it. So someone purchased something, we understand what that is, get that out there, that comes in. Now what? It's just making the processes a little bit more cleaner. And the only way we're going to do that is just by doing it over and over and over. It's first time doing it ourselves. Good learning curve, good kick up the ass for myself anyway, because I was not prepared. So that was that kind of packages coming in and not going out as fast as we would have liked. Fuck up number 3. Last week was the first week for our podcast to miss a week. And I actually had 2 people planned to podcast in the 1 week, but both of them fell through. Again, not pointing any fingers. Both of them fell through because of other responsibilities, and I understand people's got responsibilities. I'm not going to hold... Well, sorry. I held these 2 accountable because they were Mahi dogs. But I think the main thing on there is communication. Bit of a fuck up on the communication and the comms on our side between our brothers. That's why I missed our Mr. Consistency over the week. Don't know what the word there is. But, so now we're going to try and re-plan that. We had a whole day kind of fleshed out for this and didn't work out the way we thought it would. Trying to get back into doing some Mahi Dog Mondays and then also back into doing some podcasts just so we can, start rebuilding and pushing out our content. But yeah, Mr. Consistency was let down. I'm Mr. Consistency. Mr. Consistently Inconsistent. Me. A 4th. Fuck up Friday. It sounds a bit weird saying that slow. Fuck up Friday. I think it's because it's quite related to an aggressive word, right? I think fuck is quite a versatile word myself. And I think we can only get better by learning from our mistakes and our failures. And I think for this, the Fuck Up Friday series is pretty much a celebration of what went wrong. And, we're going to be a bit of an open book to you guys, so you guys can learn from us. We're going to show you guys the good and the best of what we do, and then the worst. When shit hits the fan, what happens? And, we crumble. But at the moment, we're in a rugby game. We make it to the 70th minute. Been smoking it all day. And we just keep dropping the ball, just in those last 10 minutes. But that's where it counts. Just not put in the conversion fee, sorry, I forgot where I was just going on a tangent there, sorry. But to bring that back full circle, I had a bit of an epiphany or an idea or a fuck up on my behalf where I haven't been as honest as I have been with the boys. Kind of just been bottling a lot of the stuff up, mainly with the main partners, but when something goes wrong or something, again, this is on me. I think I put too much expectations in others, and so I know I want Mahi dogs to grow. I want others inside Mahi dogs to grow. And I think where I come from is nothing but a place of growth and want. Not so much maybe patience, which I need to learn. But yeah, I've just been kind of not being truthful with the boys. I guess, just letting shit slide. When really I should be honest and say, look, boys, respectfully, fuck, we're dropping the ball. We said we'd do this and that, but we haven't been doing it. And the fuck up is that I have not been having those conversations. I think my role within this Mahi Dogs, even though I don't want it to be, is helping lead Mahi Dogs to a place where it can then start smooth sailing. But we're still getting there, Still figuring out where we place ourselves within Mahi Dogs, what our roles are. I'm more wanting to be around, I guess, the branding and the content creation. And then I know Renz loves to be in the clothing area, but I also want to be in the clothing area as well. I want to see the overall of Mahi Dogs and the overall success. Not to say that I want to be the boss, because I can always be the boss of my own things. And Mahi Dogs is supposed to be a unit, a whānau. It's not a solo gig. I understand that. But yeah, just on my side, communicating with the boys, and making sure not to let it settle inside and bubble over. Because I get I'm not gonna lie, I get emotional. I'm a bit of an emotional guy. I let the emotions fly when they have to. That's the extrovert side of me, which I trigger for Mahi Dogs, and then the introvert side of me is more my leader, business management side, and that's kind of in the background. But I'm always kind of extroverted and upfront in the Mahi Dogs. Well, sorry, I'm not as upfront that I should be. So yeah, those are some big 4 fuck ups that we've had over just the last couple of weeks. But I'm going to wrap that one up because I know we're going to have some more fuck ups in the future. But yeah, that was a little bit of our fuck up Fridays first episode kind of for that sub-series of the Mahi Talks. And we'll be bringing more in so that we can kind of just discuss some random stuff that happens to us throughout our journey. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope you guys got some value out of that. I know they kind of glossed over the fuck-ups because there was quite a lot of big fuck-ups. And maybe in the comments, if you let me know if you want us to talk a little bit more about some of those fuck-ups, then I can go in more in depth. But I wanted to keep it a nice little overview. Just a nice, quick and short and sweet one. Short and sweet. Alright, so I've been your boy K9. Hope you guys got some value out of this little sub-series of the Mahi Talks. It was good. Able to get some stuff off my chest. To my testicles. And we'll see you guys next week. We're going to be having some more guests pop up because I'm trying to get the brothers on here, give it a little bit comfortable and share their stories because I know they got a lot of cool stories that I want to share. So, if you're happy to follow along the podcast, make sure to follow us on Spotify or our YouTube one. That way you can get audio and video. I know a lot of audio listeners, they kind of just chuck it up and then it's in the background. But I'm offering both, Alright, Mahi, thank you very much. Much love from your boy. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Let's go.